Let's talk about something that is, for so many nonprofit leaders, just a huge source of frustration. I mean, you're out there doing incredible, life-changing work, but the funding just never seems to catch up. So today, we're going to break down the real reason this happens and show you a system that's designed to fix it for good. And let's get one thing perfectly clear right from the jump. The work you do matters. It is vital, it is powerful, and you know it's changing lives. You pour everything you have into your mission, and you see the results in your community every single day. And that's what makes this next question so tough, right? If the work is so great, if the mission is so important, then why do so many of those grant applications end in rejection? Or, even worse, just complete silence. It's the kind of thing that can really keep you up at night. Well, this leads to what we can call the rejection cycle. And for so many organizations, it is a familiar and, let's be honest, a completely exhausting pattern. You know this drill. I mean, you spend weeks, maybe even months, pulling together what you think is the perfect proposal. You hit that submit button, you wait, and then nothing. So you go back to the drawing board. You tweak things, you rewrite. Maybe you hire a grant writer, and you try again, only to get stuck in that same demoralizing loop. But here is something that is so important to understand. The problem isn't you, it's not about the value of your mission, and it's not about the quality of your programs. The reason you're getting rejected is almost certainly not what you think it is. And that right there brings us to the absolute core idea we're talking about today. The real issue here, it isn't about your passion or your purpose. It is a problem of structure. Let's just reframe this whole thing. Think about it from the funder's point of view for a second. That program officer, they are swimming in proposals. They're not confused about what you do. They're confused about where to find the key pieces of information, the proof, the data, the budget details that they need to go and defend giving you money to their board. If they can't find that stuff fast, they just have to move on. And this is the difference it makes. It's huge. When your information is scattered, even if it's all technically in there somewhere, it's buried. That proposal goes in the no pile. But when it's structured, all that key information is clear, it's organized, it's easy to find. That's a proposal they can take to the board. That's a proposal that can get a yes. So here's the big takeaway. You can spend a fortune on amazing writers, but if the information underneath it all isn't structured properly, you're just putting a nice polish on a scattered system. This is the turning point. It's not about writing a better sentence, it's about building a better system. Okay, so if the problem is structure, what in the world is the solution? Well, it's a concept that's totally standard in pretty much every other professional field out there, and it is time we brought it to the nonprofit sector. It's called a body of knowledge. So a body of knowledge, or BOK for short, is basically a single, organized, living document that holds everything your organization knows, does, and can prove. Think of it as your entire organizational library, your logic models, your data, your budget justifications, all in one centralized, structured place. And just to be clear, this isn't some new, untested fad. The medical field runs on a body of knowledge. The Project Management Institute has one. Fortune 500 companies, they build these as a standard practice. It's a professional tool that gives them a serious edge. And here is the beautiful part, the sheer efficiency of it all. You build this foundation one time, then you use it everywhere, for grant proposals, board reports, marketing, you name it. And because it's a living document, you just update it as your organization grows. It completely transforms fundraising from this constant, frantic scramble into a streamlined, repeatable system. So that brings us from the big idea to a real, tangible tool. Because, knowing you need a body of knowledge is one thing, but actually building it, that's something else entirely. So, how do you do it? Well, there is a system that was designed specifically to solve this exact structural problem for nonprofits. It's called fundready. And this system was built by Stephanie Willis, someone who saw powerful, important organizations getting passed over again and again. She realized the problem was never the work they were doing, it was the lack of professional infrastructure, the kind of stuff that usually only the biggest organizations had access to. The whole goal of the fundready system is to give you the tools to build that infrastructure that makes you fundable permanently. And it's designed to be accessible for any organization, no matter your size, your level, or your budget. But really, this is just the starting point. It's kind of like the doorway into a much bigger ecosystem that's all about growth and building real capacity. Yeah, it's really important to get that FundReady isn't just a one-and-done workshop. It's a whole ecosystem designed to help your organization build that institutional muscle over time. And this path is designing to meet you wherever you are right now. You can start with the AIBOK workshop to get that essential foundation built. When you're ready to dig deeper, the Core 4 Intensive helps you really nail those key documents funders are looking for. And for those ready for a major leap, the 12-week accelerator is there for a full team transformation. The key thing to remember here is that this isn't some rigid one-size-fits-all program. It's a flexible framework. As you grow and as your needs change, the system adapts and grows right there with you. So let's bring this all together. You already know you're worth it. You live and breathe it every single day. What you need is a system to translate that worth into a language that funders can actually understand and get behind. This is that system. Okay, so what do you do now? Well, the next step couldn't be simpler. Just go to fundready.app/starter-kit. That's your entry point. All the details you need to get started are right there. Look, this isn't about changing who you are. It's about building the professional structure to finally show the world what you do best. It's a system built for organizations just like yours. And when you're ready, Stephanie will see you there.